my channel. Today what I'm doing is the top 10 attractions to go if you are adults. Now this would be if you're adults with kids or you're adults not with kids, if you're going as a single or whatever. With kids make it a little bit more challenging, which is what we did because we had to have someone kind of wait with the kids, or we did rider swap. So again, how rider swap occurs is you go up to the attendant, you tell them you're going to do rider swap, they will give you a card, and so the first group goes in the regular wait line, and then when you come back, the second rider gets to go in the fast pass line, or quick queue as they call it in SeaWorld. So that's how you would kind of still do the same exact thing. But these would be my top 10 priorities if I was an adult just going to SeaWorld. Number one priority would probably be Man 2, the roller coaster. It's a roller coaster like where you are a manta ray, yeah, or it might be manta. It might be manta. I might be saying this wrong, but it's a manta ray roller coaster where you actually are sitting up and they put you on your back, and so you're actually gonna be looking at the floor the whole time. So you're like actually soaring like a manta ray. It is such a good ride. I enjoy it every single time I ride. If you've ever rode like the Superman ride at Six Flags, it's really like that. Really cool. Can't recommend it enough. That would be my number one priority. My number two priority would be the roller coaster Kraken. Now it's a floorless, like sideless top, like no, the track is like below you and you're like sitting on top of it, but you're not encased anything. You're just kind of out there. It does have a restraint system that comes over like that. Has lots and lots of barrel rolls. So if you do get really sick on motion sickness, you may want to take a Dramamine beforehand, because I don't get sick at all and I love that ride. It is a little bit on the older side, but I absolutely love it. But my husband did get a little bit motion sickness with it because he does get a little bit motion sick, and it just has kind of lots of barrel rolls without a stop all the time, but I find it very, very thrilling. My number three on the priority for top 10 attractions would be to go see the show, I know, believe it, a show called One Ocean. It is the killer whale Shamu show. Now I know this is controversial because a lot of people don't like having animal shows. It is just amazing. Anyone who's ever had a pet, or especially a horse or anything like that, that you have trained to do something, you can just see the actual care and the attention that each of those trainers gives these whales. You can see they've just really got a nice bond. And anyone who's trained any kind of animal knows there's always a risk when you train something that they could accidentally or on purpose hurt you. So like whenever it's controversial, because people are like, oh well, they're reacting to being in captivity. In my opinion, no, that's not true, because I train horses all the time. They could accidentally, you know, kick out at something else and they could kick me and kill me instantly. It doesn't hardly ever happen, but it does happen quite. I really enjoy watching the show and to see the bond that they have, and to see these huge, beautiful animals do these amazing tricks. And you can just tell they really do enjoy it, and they do it for food, of course, so they really enjoy it. It is just beautiful. The choreography is great. The song is great. The stadium is absolutely gorgeous. The animals are obviously well taken care of. You know, because anyone trying to force a killer whale to do anything, that's crazy. How are you going to force them to do it? I mean, just like any kind of larger animal, you can't force them to do anything. It's based off a reward system, and it's just absolutely amazing. And I could go on and on about it, but like I just really love it. And if you've ever been to SeaWorld, going to the shows is a must do. Like that is what they used to be known for, and like that's what, it's just amazing to see. You just can't see that anywhere, you know. So that would be number three. Number four is the brand new ride Infinity Falls. It is a like river, like raft ride, family raft ride, that's really got a lot of water. You are going to get soaked. There was not a single piece of clothing on me that was not absolutely soaked, and has a really cool elevator system that takes you up, which kind of terrified me, and has a really big drop, but the drop itself is not that bad. So if you have little kids and you're worried they're going to get scared, they shouldn't get scared on the drop. So if that's what you're worried about, the drop is honestly not that bad. They'll really enjoy it. My 5-year-old would have enjoyed it had she not been so tired. She was already asleep. Number five is another show. It's the Dolphin show, Touch the Sky. Now it honestly might be better than the Dolphin show, just because show itself has so many tricks. The dolphins can do so many cool things because they're so agile. And they used 9 dolphins in their show, and it was just amazing to see the 9 dolphins jumping together and stuff and doing things that you see them do out in the wild. And they do get in the water with the dolphins, and it's really neat to see them like throw these trainers up in the air and stuff like that. That's so cool. But if you had to pick one, I would say go to One Ocean, just because of the killer whales, and I know that's probably going to be a thing of the past soon. So I would definitely recommend doing that one before the dolphins, but if you can, go to both. Like, they were phenomenal. Definitely recommend both. The next one, and that'd be number 6 is another show. The third show is Sea Lions Tonight. We went to that one. Or just go to the Sea Lion show at some point. The Sea Lions Tonight show was really good. It was very funny. This is more of a comedy show, whereas the other two are more kind of like just beautiful, and you're gonna see some really cool tricks. The Sea Lion show is always very comedic, and you can tell the sea lions in general are just funny, because sometimes the trainer will ask them to do something and they may not do it. They may do their own thing and then do it. But Sea Lions Tonight actually makes fun of all the other shows. So they could use some more sea lion tricks in there, but it's honestly mostly just them making fun of the rest of the park, which is really quite entertaining. So it's really great, and I think the adults like it even more than the kids do, just because of all the jokes and stuff with that. Number 7, the Sea Carousel. Now you may be like, why are you putting a carousel ride in here? It is just so cute. Just go pick the weird like cartoony animal characters and just have a nice little like carousel ride. And it's a great location in the park, really close to Sesame Street. And it's just really neat to kind of ride that. And it's been in the park for a long time, so definitely recommend that. Number 8 is the Dolphin Nursery, which is just an aquarium for the dolphins, but you can see all these young yearling and like younger dolphins that they just have all together, and they call them the Dolphin Nursery. Do realize these are not super babies, so like the babies are still with their mother, of course, but the really little, really little ones are not in there. These are going to be ones that have already weaned from their mother, and so they're just not necessarily big enough to be in the full adult enclosure yet. So it's really neat that no one tells them to do any tricks or whatever, and you'll just see them hop up out of the water just because they really enjoy it. They like to interact with the people. They just are such a social type of animal, and it's just really great to see them not even being asked to do anything and just being very playful. Just be respectful of them on the glass. There was a few people who were there who were not being very respectful. I mean, of course the dolphin will eventually just swim away from those people, but just if you're going to go see them, please just be respectful of them and don't be like, you know, banging on the glass. And one person like brought this rubber snake and was like trying to scare the dolphin, which did kind of scare the young dolphin, because they were kind of like, what's going on? But they just eventually go away. Just be really nice to them if you can. Number 9 is Empire of the Penguin. It is a really neat ride that's a trackless system. Definitely choose wild. It is not very wild at all, just be aware of that. But you could really choose either one, whichever is shorter line. But wild is fine, and at the very end you actually go into the enclosure with the penguins, and it'll be really cold. It's actually only 32 degrees in there, so it's really neat. You can then go outside of that and see them in a climate controlled environment if you get too cold, but especially for the hot part of the day, definitely a must do. And finally, number 10, I would have to put Mako on there. It is another roller coaster. It's like the Goliath at Six Flags. I don't like a type of ride that just has a lap bar for a roller coaster. I want it to be like up and over. So I did not ride it. Sean and my dad both thought it was really great, even though it was really terrifying, they said. So if you're looking for something scary, big roller coaster, Mako's the one to do it. All right, so that was my top 10 attractions, so make sure you hit if you are an adult going to SeaWorld. So I'll go through them again. So number 1 was Mako. Number 2, Kraken. Number 3, One Ocean. Number 4, Infinity Falls. Number 5, Touch the Sky show. Number 6, Sea Lions Tonight. Number 7, Sea Carousel. Number 8, Dolphin Nursery. Number 9, Empire of the Penguin. And number 10, Mako. Okay, so that is my top 10. So make sure you watch my next video, which I'll be doing the top 10 attractions for little kids and the ones that they would enjoy. So thanks for watching. God bless, be adventurous, and make sure to check out my SeaWorld vlogs. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.